So let's talk about Tenoroc Fish Management area. It's located in Central Florida. It's in the Lakeland area, and it is a retired mining operation. Not sure exactly what was mined from there, phosphate. Other than that, I can't really tell you. It is shaped very interestingly. If you go to their website, to Google, you can actually take a look at it, and it's a strip mine. I mean, there's sections that are cut in all different directions, and each one of those has a different depth. So some of them may be 2 or 3 feet deep, and then as you get to the edges, obviously it's much more shallow, and then some areas may be 12, 15, 20 feet deep. And as you're fishing, you literally may go across flats where the ground level raises up to within a couple of feet of the surface. You can see that a fish just jumped in that particular area, and I happen to hear it. And as I'm fishing, I scan, and I'm looking for visual cues and audible cues. And again, another fish jumped right there. And I'm kind of having a tough time getting my lure in the water to capitalize on either of those fish. But I thought I would be able to get some sort of reaction bite from them at this time, and just didn't seem to get the cooperation that I wanted at this point. But it was a new area. I fished several different pits and have not gotten the results that I wanted in several of them, and have had to go back multiple times before I've been able to connect and to deliver on fish consistently. I've switched over to the spinnerbait, and that's actually the G. Loomis rod that I like so much. The spinnerbait's not really doing anything for me. I'm trying to run it in about a foot of water in the water column, no more than 12 inches deep. So it's a semi-fast retrieve. And just not a whole lot of luck. But if you look, I mean, it's a crazy beautiful area. Just the scenery, and there's just a ton of bends and turns, and around every corner there's something new to see. So at that point, I'm hearing other fish jump. I'm hearing areas being disturbed, and trying to determine where those are coming from so that I can pick up on a pattern. I thought they may be feeding on shad. That's just not happening. So we're going to try and move on to something else. At this point, I'm switching up my lures, and I'm looking at trying to match some sort of shad pattern. A little bit of everything, and I'm switching my worms to a trick worm, just a dark colored trick worm. We've gotten through about half the day, and it is warming up. It's getting hotter. It's harder to find fish, and it is getting to a point where we're probably going to start heading back, because we've probably got a good 20-minute to 25-minute paddle just to get back to the boat ramp from where we're at. But you can see that it just meanders through everywhere, and I can imagine you could get lost in the middle of the fish management area if you weren't paying attention to what you were doing, or if you didn't have a GPS or something along those lines. At this point, I have the black trickworm. I have a crankbait that I am using, and it runs between 6 and 8 feet deep. And I still have the swim jig on. I find that the swim jig is very effective in a lot of different lakes and a lot of different circumstances. And that's pretty much it. The spinnerbait is still on as well. And I'm trying to see if I can't get reaction strikes over flats and other areas during the probably early afternoon time frame. We've got a cloudy sky, so I should be catching fish, but I just ain't got it figured out yet. That area was just a little too tight. I thought I could get down in there, but the sides were a lot closer once I was able to see, and I decided not to give it a shot. So I'm going around, and I'm kind of trying to find Parker at this point so we can make a game plan on what we're going to do. Are we going to continue to fish? Has he caught anything? What's working? Or are we going to start heading back and fish as we head to the boat ramp? How could you not want to fish here? Look at that. Looks like there should be a fat fish every cast. Up in the tree line, up in the bushes, up in the cover. It looks like there should be a fish at every cast.
Hey, Parker. Never mind. Yep. Yep. Except for the one on my head. Nope. No.